Hello everybody. This is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. I hope you are having a wonderful afternoon. Today I am going to make a trough style arrangement for a shower. Several of my friends and I are hosting an I Do barbecue for one of our friends' children, and we are going to do, it's going to be real casual, but I thought this wooden box, which is kind of in a long low trough, would be a beautiful arrangement for the food table. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a box and kind of lift it up on that box, but I'm going to give it plenty of height. But I just thought this would be fun to make, and I just like it, so we're going to do it, right? I'm going to start out. So first of all, I have lined my box with some foil paper. This is just green foil paper. It's water proof. So what I've done is I've lined the entire box with that green foil paper, and then I've taken 2 1/3 blocks of foam, fresh floral foam, and I tucked it down into the trough. Now you can see it goes down pretty deep. I'm not going to worry about taping it into the container. It's not going to go anywhere. I also soaked the foam before I added it to the trough, and I filled the reservoir with fresh water. So it is ready to go. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with some white hydrangea blooms. I think I have some picked up right over here. I do. So I'm going to take and remove my foliage. Cut my stem at an angle, and I am dipping it in that quick dip. This is just a hydrating solution that helps these hydrangeas stay fresh longer. Now we just chose just pretty fun colors. Our tablecloths are going to be red and white checked, and so I've got reds and oranges and blues and greens. We decided not to go completely fall. We just decided to go with more fun colors. It is going to have some fall look. I've got some fall foliage, kangaroo paw that kind of looks fall. So it is going to have some fall. It's not going to look spring by any means. So all you're going to do is cut those hydrangeas fairly short and just tuck them deep into that floral foam. Next, I'm going to come in with a little bit of foliage, aganis greenery. And so I love this because it does have a little bit of a fall look. It's kind of got some burgundies. It's a little feathery. I just thought I'd go ahead and tuck a little bit of greenery in here. And it goes a long way. This is one stem of aganis. And so that is a lot of foliage. I still have plenty of flowers to put in, so I'm going to tuck my flowers in, and then I'll come back and add the rest of my foliage. I just kind of wanted to give us a little bit around the base. Now if I feel like I'm not going to cover my mechanics well enough, we'll come in with some more solid greenery. I have got some orange spray roses and some solidago. So I'm going to take my solidago, I'm going to pop it in half, and I'm going to tuck it here and there. It's always fun when you're doing an arrangement for yourself, because you can just do what you want, right? You don't really have to think about pleasing anyone except yourself, so that's always fun. So I was the lucky one that I got to decorate for the occasion, and so I'm going to do, I have flowers for all of the little tables, and this for the food table, and then we have a drink table and a gift table. So we're gonna tuck a couple of arrangements on them. And then I thought I would do a balloon garland just because it's fun. And so I'm going to, I think I'm going to do red and white balloons. But we'll have to see how that turns out, which way I decide to go with the balloons. But I just think it's fun and cute for a shower. And it's going to kind of be in a barn, so it's going to be just kind of fun. So now I'm just taking these orange spray roses and I'm just tucking them here and there. Now you can see I'm not doing it too terribly compact. I don't want it short, short, tight, tight. I do want it to be tight, but not too compact. I do have some height with some delphinium and some bells of Ireland, but I thought let's do some of the shorter flowers first. Okay, so I have my spray roses and my solidago and my hydrangeas. Next I'm going to come in with, let's see what else we have over here. We have some Queen Anne's lace. Let's tuck these kind of deep into this arrangement. Got a little hole right here. I love Queen Anne's lace. It's really pretty and fun to work with. It gives such a great texture in an arrangement. Now you can always go out and harvest different flowers. Here in Mississippi, Queen Anne's lace grows wild, and so you can certainly harvest it. This I actually purchased from my wholesaler. I'll be real honest about Queen Anne's lace. I don't like to encounter the bugs that like Queen Anne's lace, and so that's the reason I don't harvest Queen Anne's lace too often, because the bugs love me. And so I try to stay away if I can. I certainly can spray with bug spray and it won't be too bad, but ooh, they like me a lot. I'm really sweet. So these are just some red roses. I'm going to tuck those deep into the arrangement. Some of them are wired and some are not, and I'm not going to worry about wiring them because they're all going to be tucked low. But you can see I'm just filling up the container. So I'm just taking the flowers and just going all the way through with each flower and just trying to fill the container. All right. I don't think I need the rest right now. I'm going to set those to the side. If I decide I need them, I'll use them. Next, I'm going to come on in with some lime flower, and this is just going to give us some blue color. I'm not exactly sure what I'm thinking here. Okay, and then I don't know about the bells. Do I want bells in it for more height? If we don't like it, we can pull it out, can't we? I just thought if we would put some lime flower in here, it's not going to make it so low on my food table. I am going to lift it with a wooden box to kind of give us some more height with it. But I didn't want it to be traditional. I wanted it to be just a little different. And I'm really, so far, liking how it looks. Okay, next we're going to come in with some of these plum colored mums. I really like this plum with all of the other colors. And so I'm going to take them, some of them, and I am just going to, if I can, I'm going to take a pair of scissors. Let's see. If I can, I'm going to cut them into a couple of pieces to use into this arrangement. So I cut the top out of this plum. I'm going to actually turn this arrangement around because I can't see the front. Turn it around to let you see this side, and I'll work on that side for us. Yeah. Tuck us a few here and there. So I'm just taking it apart and using it in several different insertions, which is always nice, especially when you have spray type flowers that come with several blooms on a stem. It's always nice to be able to cut those apart and use them here and there in an arrangement. I love that plum color. I think it's so lovely. Okay, next, let's see. We've got some Hyperion berries that are going to pull us a little fall look. And we've got some purple statice that's really nice and bright purple. Just a really pretty purple color. So I'm just going to take these berries. Now these berries were tiny when they came in. We got them for a really good deal. So they came really tiny, which is completely okay because they're just kind of an added little touch. So I'm just taking those and I'm cutting them pretty short. If they have any foliage that's not good, just pull that foliage right off. It's not going to hurt the berry at all. And I'm just taking and tucking just a smidge of berries here and there. The wonderful part about these berries is they paint really well. If you've watched any of my videos, you've seen me use floral paint, and berries paint really well. So if you need them to be a different color, you can certainly pop them with a little bit of floral paint. You could even use, if you're having a dressy occasion, you can even pop them with a little gold paint. And it makes such a pretty different statement. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of this purple statice. Now look, this is one stem of statice. So I'm going to take it and cut it apart and make it go all the way through this arrangement. You don't realize how much you enjoy making an arrangement for yourself. When you don't really have any price restrictions, you just make it pretty. That's always fun. Next, I'm going to come in with some kangaroo paw. Now, kangaroo paw is so neat and reminds me a lot of fall. So we looked it up the other day. A kangaroo paw is actually a flower. I want to say, I believe that it's an Australian native flower, and it's really just cool. They look a lot like pods, and they're just so fun in the fall. Now, the one thing you'll find about kangaroo paw, have you ever picked okra? Like if you go out and pick okra, okra is a hairy little vegetable. It has fine little hairs. Well, kangaroo paw has those same little hairs, and so it kind of makes you a little itchy when you work with it, but it's really neat to work with. And it makes me happy in the fall. It comes in several different colors. Like this is kind of an orangey with a burgundy tone. It also comes in a yellow, kind of a red color, a burgundy color. It's just really fun to work with. Next, I have got some millet. And this millet really just reminds me so much of fall. So this is grass seed. It's called millet. It reminds me so much of fall, and I thought this is a perfect something for this barn event. Now, I actually have the flowers for this wedding coming up at the end of the month, and I'm really excited because we're going to use a lot of pampas grass. We're going to use, it's outdoor. It's going to be in the country, in a pasture. It's really going to be fun. And it's going to be different, and I always like to do something a little out of my norm because it makes me have to think and be creative, and I'm excited about that. Next, I am going to add a little bit of this holly fern. So holly fern looks a lot like a holly bush. It almost looks like it has the thorns of holly. It doesn't, but it looks like it, so it's really fun. It is in the fern family, and so I really like it. It's really pretty to work with. It has a really wide frond, and I like that. I just like that it's different. It's not something that we see every day, and that's always the most fun to work with. Gosh, this turned out so much prettier than I even could imagine. I have a little more adonis that I think I'll add to, just to give us a little more of this whimsy of the adonis. So I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to pop it into smaller pieces and tuck it here and there. All right, guys, there we have it. There is our trough arrangement for a shower. Thank you so much for being here with us today. If you have any questions about how I made the arrangement, about the container, or anything, please let us know down in the comments. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe to our channel, and if you'll hit that little bell down below, you'll get notifications for when we put up a new video. Also, check us out over on Facebook, where we do videos every afternoon usually, during the week, Monday through Friday, and you can check us out on what else? On TikTok and on Instagram. Guys, you have a great day, and we'll see you all real soon.